Hello, and welcome to the Desigo Optic, Graphic Builder, Smart Labels and Components training. Once we go to the graphic editor, we look at a couple of things. We decided to build a component from that menu screen. Typically, it will not come in right unless you have them tagged properly. You have to be tagged exactly. Sometimes they vary, especially if you want a Siemens over a Honeywell valve or stuff like that. Typically, I don't choose those points, I just bring them in afterward. If you need to make a change to it, you can make it horizontal, or you can make it vertical. From here you just select the component, to go to the drop-down vertical and make it smaller. That's what's brought in. If you have to bring in other components, for instance, we have a fan. Let's find a fan on here. Compartmental components fall into some compartments in alphabetical order. You can drag the fan out, and you can turn the fan to the right here. If you need to populate that point, you come to your virtual points, and you're going to find fan su CMD and it's going to be off. If we have one that's on, we have like this exhaust damper that says open. Let's find a damper and our components. Hopefully these, and we can find our damper. And then you just drag and drop your damper. If I go to my virtual points, I'm going to select open. What it's going to ask me is whether that is true or open going to be 100 and fall is going to be 0 when I hit apply. It's completely open. Now we have virtual points. You get those smart labels just by dragging to point out. If we want this to be how, we come and bring it out. We can close that and apply it. You just select the data and then delete the points. Alright. If I'm going to preview that, you're going to see that the data is in purple. I overrode the point. The point's overridden right now, and that's why it's in purple. A couple of things: if we want to change this to look different, we can go to Style, View, and choose if we want it to be a mini, or if we want to have a background, we will go to this view and we select medium. We can change the way it looks like that. If you don't, we're using a point name, or we want to use description instead of the point names, we would now go over here to advanced. You're going to add a new tag and then you're going to call it name tag name. Once you create it, you're going to find it on here, and we want to give it a value of description. So NAV name would be the name. We have a point named description being the point description that comes from back Neatand. We would hit description, and now when we preview, it's a command. It says a command open, that's the description, in the file. You can either use the NAV name or the description. A couple of things are that, if you want to just use the value, you can right-click on it, stop, and then value only. And if you look, it's just going to be the value. If you want to turn that off, style, remove value only. It's going to go back to the way it was before. If you want to change the colors, we use a W3 color picker that helps us choose the color. To do that, you would come here to the labels and go to status BG colors. What we are looking for in style, it's a Boolean, so we want to make sure that when it goes true it's green. We will come to HTML, find a green color that we want, and then we come and copy the color scheme. Go back to our site and then Ctrl+V. If it's false, we want it to go gray. Let's pick a neutral color. So we'll say it will go to this little grayish looking color. We'll pick a lighter color and then we can hit OK. If we look at it, it will go green because it's open. If we want to close it, it changes to gray. That's just some simple things on what we could do with the smart label and how we set it up. Thanks for watching, and see you soon in one of our next videos about Desigo Optic.